The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Miami, Florida, weighing 275 pounds, the People's Champion, The Rock.
What is going on, everybody? It is Wednesday night is overbooked, and quite frankly, it's always overbooked. So with that being said, I am, of course, you all know, the dirty bucket shitter is the best way to put it. And of course, Mr. JV. How you doing, buddy?
We need to get rid of The Rock. Just get rid of The Rock completely.
Well, I was going to change it every week, but now that you're complaining, I might actually not.
Whatever.
Come on, that's funny.
Your shill is showing.
Well, yeah, I was kind of thinking every week we would show each other shills. You know what I'm saying? Like going then next week, you're yours. And I'm working on it. We'll figure it out. So again, Jamie says I'm shilling. Well, hi, LeftEyeEgo.
Doing good. What's going on, guys?
Oh dear God! Wow, that hashtag is just.
Yeah.
I thought he was bad.
No.
That is worse.
There will be zero Jade Cargill slander on this stream as long as I'm here. I'm just letting you know. And the hashtag is
Good luck with that.
I mean, I think there will be zero Jade Cargill actually wrestling well.
Okay, I'm out.
I'm just kidding. That's not nice. Okay, let's say hi to the chat. Jacob Ironside. Well, of course. JB says real quick, welcome. Sit back, relax, smash the like button, share the stream, and leave a comment, and of course subscribe. Also, we were slightly late and gay. Again, it's my fault. It's always my fault. It's always my fault. Yeah. So what's up there, Jacob? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Brad?
Bush says Bushaw as Bradshaw is ready. I got you 3 hours. Bonesaw, thank you. Oh, it hit me as I started reading it. Bonesaw's ready. I got you for 3 hours of playtime. It's decent. It was great. What's up, Bush? How you doing, man? Jake said, thanks, pro.
That's to me, bro. Give me
Oh.
That's fine.
That being said, of course, Left Eye saying it's about to go down, y'all. That's true. It is about to go down. Wade says, hi, Ryan. Ryan would win versus Joker. I try not to fight friends. The Rock or Cena? Rock.
Neither. None of the above.
Well, you know. Wade says, wait, Joker like John Cena over The Rock? It's a thing now.
Seems like it.
Whatever.
And all right, gentlemen. And then Wade's laughing. Okay, one more.
Brad,
yeah,
Brad's in the chat.
Yeah. What's up there, Duke? How you doing? Already shots fired. Well, you watch this show or any of the other shows? Left Eye says Duke, I caught it straight for no reason. What did you really?
Completely unwarranted.
And of course, Jacob's not wrong. Just blame Taylor behind you, Ryan. Yeah, that's true. It's always Taylor's fault. So, JV, get us going.
What do you want to talk about?
Oh,
or you know what? Ego's gone on first. Brad went first last week. Ryan, where do you want to start?
I kind of want to talk about the women's championship.
Okay, I'll let you two go first, and then I'll give my right answer afterward.
Well, I'll let Ego go first because I need to pull up what happened in case nobody knows on my other computer. That's how late I was.
I mean, for me, it was kind of like it came out of left field because I thought it was going to be Alexa Bliss. I really did. I thought it was where they were in Columbus on Monday.
That's her.
I was like, I thought it was gonna be Alexa Bliss, and then
That's her hometown. Which would
Yeah.
not have shocked me.
right, and it's just like, okay, so it's the man again. But I thought she was gonna take some time off. So I mean, did you really need this for a short term boost or a placeholder or what? So I couldn't be too excited or too down about it because last I heard she was going to be taking some time off. Like I heard she left the day that Seth Rollins had surgery for this match.
I'd assume so. Yeah.
Well,
So I'm like, I don't know. What? I'm sorry.
I mean, he went and had surgery like the day after.
Okay,
Yes.
it's just they made it seem like, oh, the day that he had surgery was the day I took this match. So I'm like, if both of y'all were scheduled to take a considerable amount of time off, then putting her as the women's champion seems like a placeholder to me until what, Backlash? So I mean, I didn't get it, but I mean, I could be wrong.
Okay, Ryan, your thoughts? Just first, your first impression thoughts.
Okay, yeah, because I have to search for the article that after the fact. Okay, so yes, this one was shocking, and the reason I say this, look, I'm gonna be upfront. I've never been a huge fan of Becky Lynch. I've never understood the man thing. That's not doubting her wrestling prowess or her what she does. It seemed a little DEI before DEI was DEI, because I'm the man. But anyway, so Becky Lynch she's a very good wrestler. Yes, she was said to be taking time off, extended time off, because again, her husband Seth Rollins needed to have real world knee surgery. So when it was announced that she won, and I saw in the chat that, of course, JV, because it was a longer day Monday than realized. He was like Becky Lynch, and I was like, "What?" I'm like, it's got to be a different thing. No, it wasn't a different thing. It wasn't a different thing. I was very shocked. If I had to gauge this has to be to Backlash tops.
Okay. Right. Here's so initially Monday night I was pissed, as a lot of wrestling fans are, because historically the WWE will always go with the safe choice, and they are adverse to taking risks, especially with the women. So the safe choice is Becky Lynch. If this match included Charlotte, you could put the belt on Charlotte or Bianca. Now, we said last week, because of how thin the Raw women's division is, that there are only 3 viable choices: Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, and Becky Lynch. And surprisingly, color me shocked, the last 3 in the match were Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, and Becky Lynch. Again, very predictable. So this is and I am not a fan of Becky Lynch either. I think she's, to be quite honest, I think she's rather dull. I think she's quite bull. I think she is boring as on mic and in the ring, but yet the fans love her. So you're going to keep feeding that. Do I think this is a short-term run? Yes. Because, and let's be honest, this was not the plan. Rhea Ripley holding the title for another year was the plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
So because of a freak accident, all of a sudden now the writers go into a fever pitch, which I would not want to be a WWE writer at that point. I would rather baptize a cat. I'm just saying. So you could have put the belt on Liv, which would have made the Liv fans very happy, But in the broader picture, there is a plan for Liv. There is a plan, guys. Because remember, she has been the runner-up for the last 2 Royal Rumbles. She was the runner-up in the Elimination Chamber, where she eliminated Tiffany Stratton, the fastest rising star they have, and an established superstar in Bianca Belair. She got eliminated by Becky Lynch. So Liv got eliminated to go to WrestleMania to face Rhea Ripley. Now, because of how this injury played out, where Rhea had to vacate the title, the entire story focuses around Liv Morgan. Who prevented her from facing Rhea at WrestleMania? Becky Lynch. The revenge tour is still on. And for a Liv Morgan fan, would you rather have her win the title on some random Raw in a battle royal, or have her pin a champion? What would you rather have?
Well, quite frankly, this was such a drastic overcorrection. I would have rather had someone more established, not more established, somebody more available. And I'm going to go to the chat here in a second.
Now, I have a question. How bad was that shoulder injury?
She could be out for as long as 6 months.
Yeah.
Was something torn, dislocated, broken?
Her entire AC joint was ripped apart.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yo, okay. I thought it was like a pull or a strain that might need. Oh man.
Now during the match, something happened where I'm like, okay, that's a little off the normal script. When everyone was looking, when all the referees were looking at Becky Lynch after 2 spots on a table that didn't break, and you had Nia Jax chokeslam Piper Niven onto her, that's 200 pounds, and then try to pick Piper Niven up and do a Samoan drop onto Becky Lynch, that's about 450 pounds. The table still didn't break. They had to put a power bomb to finally break that table spot. All the referees are looking at Becky Lynch. Chelsea Green gets eliminated. No one sees her, and she sneaks right back into the ring. And I'm like, okay, that could be interesting, but they did nothing with it.
Also, just real quick, let's get our announce tables. Let's get them on point here.
Please. Or don't put the person that's supposed to go through the table right on the edge. That's the strongest point right there.
No, it's true. It's true.
It's true.
That's also, at the same time, maybe let's keep table play for the dudes, because I'm going to say this: an announce table is built better for men to go through, because it is meant to actually be mostly sturdy to support it being a table, compared to, like, if you're doing like a tables match where, like, going, you kind of take the supports out from under it. Those
tables are still bought in mass from IKEA. Let's be honest.
Oh no, absolutely they are. They just take the metal supports on the bottom, because they're metal supports that go around it. They take them off, and then of course it's just kind of the balsa wood. So like when you go, it's like, and it's been like that ever since the 90s. Also, just for the record, shout out to everybody watching. Holy cow! I think y'all would have something better to do. I'm kidding. No, so it's
What's up, Matt?
Yeah. So let's look real quick. Let's go to the chat, because it's gonna. I wanted to go back to this. R2 says Ryan's going to pull what? I don't know at this point. Probably had something to do with something. Duke says, prognostication. JB thinks someone named Liv should have won.
When is Duke gonna jump in on this one, man? When is Duke gonna jump in live on the stream?
Whenever he runs,
bro. Duke, man, what's the hold up, bro? You gotta jump in.
You got an open invitation.
This trio has to be a battle royale
last week.
Come on,
fatal 4-way.
Okay, I understand. Make it a fatal 4-way, either now or next week.
Oh, so Ego, so you didn't watch the show from last week?
Oh, the minute you said there was Jade Cargill and I heard slander, no, immediate stop. Full stop right there. I watched every video leading up to this, but I will not tolerate Jade Cargill slander. I'm Cargillstani. I subscribe specifically to that religion. I will not do any slander.
Well, sir, it's not slander if it's actual truth and numbers.
You know what? I don't like the truth in numbers. This seems like a gang attack on her specifically. I don't like this. Okay, this is istophobia. I don't like it.
Well, speaking of people's subtitles, R2 says, I thought JV's tag said it's a titty world. No, it's a tippy world. We just live in it. Yeah, but no, it's a titty world. Works too. Nobody is gonna deny.
The F and the T's are very close in the keyboard, so I understand.
And Matt says if they wanted Nia to put her through the table, she needed to do a Simone drop while she was standing on it. Yes, that would have made more sense. All right, so we actually have a little bit of a message here from Becky after winning. And this isn't copyrightable because it's not on TV.
I left my daughter for 8 days. I left my husband the day he had surgery. But now I get to go home and show them why it was worth it.
Now, just for the record, that's her kayfabing it up. She doesn't think it's worth it. She actually, if anything, they begged her. They're like, going, we need you for a couple of weeks. Please come in. We got to rework things.
And she
looks sad.
She will probably okay. So here's the thing. Becky has been looking like beaten, broken, basically from the WrestleMania match. And again, she is not going to hold this belt long. The belt will go. No. The belt will go on Liv soon. So all you Liv fans, enjoy it while it lasts. Because once Rhea is back, she's taking her belt back. That's a wrap. Unless, which starting Friday, we have the WWE draft, and that could change a whole lot of things. Because I put in the chat the rules of the draft this year. Yep,
we're gonna go over that too.
So now, one thing I would have, as a Brian can pull that up really quick.
Yep, I'm gonna do it right now.
So one thing about the draft, one thing I don't want to see, one thing I do not want to see is I do not want these drafts to go like the ones of the last few years. Raw picks so and so. Oh, they just happen to be here. Let's have a match. No, let's rework something. This is the first draft that Paul Levesque is completely in charge. Now there are some things that are interesting here. So SmackDown has a total of 16 picks. Raw, being the 3-hour show, has a total of 24 picks. Champions on each brand are protected. So as of right now, even though it's a 2-hour show, SmackDown is still your A show because Cody Rhodes and the WWE Championship will be on SmackDown. Raw is your B show. The women's tag team champions are eligible to be drafted because that is a floating title. Now,
it should be, as we've agreed. Yep.
Now, I have said that Raw needs to, because we can go into Raw, this past Monday where they hinted at not one, not two, but 3 tag teams splitting up. So for a show with very little tag teams to start with hinting 3 teams splitting up, this makes no sense. That aside, now so Raw needs tag teams, and they need to bolster their women's roster. Now, because the women's tag team are part of a faction, they're part of Damage Control. I wonder, because in one pick, Raw could say, which they have done in the past, with this pick, Raw selects Damage Control, and all 4 members of Damage Control move over to Raw. So in one move, you have added to your roster Dakota Kai, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Io Sky. That is a huge boost to your women's roster right there in one move.
Agreed.
Yep.
As someone who until recently did not know how good Io Sky was until he watched her in the ring. Io Sky is amazing. Asuka is amazing. Kairi Sane is good. Dakota Kai is good.
Oh, I think they're incredible. Like it was one of my favorite matches of WrestleMania to watch. And that's no joke. And it was just a bunch of us. It was just my dad, my nephew, and I, and my uncle, my uncle Stoney, has watched wrestling for as long as I've been alive. Like we were having a blast. WrestleMania was a lot of fun. So no, I think that would be a great benefit in all honesty. So
and the fact that NXT is involved, I think that
good thing.
I think that talent like Maxine Dupree and frankly Alpha Academy is going to go down to NXT, and that would be Otis and Tozawa based on Chad Gable's heel turn. Oh, that's going to be good, especially who I see him making his new Alpha Academy with the Creed brothers. And along with the Creed brothers might come along Ivy Nile, the muscle hamster.
Okay, so I wanted to.
Thank you, Ego. Okay, if you've seen Ivy Nile, she's tiny, but she is stacked, absolutely stacked.
All right, so the draft starts this Friday. So let's actually share because, and this is from the official WWE Twitter. This is who is available to be drafted right here. Friday's available draft pool. Everyone on this is available to be drafted immediately. So there's definitely some things that could be really shooken up quick. I think it would be cool to see Randy Orton to go back to Monday nights. Since he got a big pickup on Monday nights, obviously. Okay, so real quick, this is unconfirmed, but supposedly Roman, and again, this is unconfirmed. Roman is not due to return
For a while, right?
for about 4 months ish, but it's unconfirmed
until SummerSlam. So
yes,
whatever brand the bloodline is on is where Roman is going.
I would agree. So again, Paul Heyman is still going to be the wise man to
for now.
Again, this is speculation from a wrestling website reporters. Yeah, so I'm sure you saw that one. Who would you guys? So I'm going to pick Randy Orton being, I would say maybe first or between first or third draft pick, 1 through 3, somewhere in there.
Okay, so you say that. So since this is SmackDown gets the first pick.
Oh, hold on. Shit, my bad, dude. Damn. What's up, buddy?
Hey,
my man. Okay,
what's up, Bradley?
let's go.
Now we're getting cooking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now-
I was just
now we
lurking
are.
about.
Now we
I
are
was-
overbooked.
So I was just lurking about. Tell me if my mic is too hot. I'm still working on this.
No, you're
It's
good,
not.
dude. You're good.
Okay, cool.
You're good so far.
Part of my throat. Still getting over the flu. So the draft.
Yes.
Did you guys see the report about Jimmy Uso?
No, I didn't. What's up?
Okay. So I saw it on eWrestling. Let me grab it. Hold on. I saw it just before I watched Discovery tonight because I hate myself.
Mm.
Jimmy Uso has an undisclosed injury.
Okay.
This comes from Frightful Select, and he will not be part of the draft pool.
Okay. Which means
That's what they're reporting.
Which basically means he is staying on SmackDown.
So it looks like the whole,
Bloodline is
the
gonna stay
bloodline, that was part of an injury. Maybe it happened when he and Jay were wrestling at WrestleMania.
there, possibly.
Or
Could have been that chair to the face that Solo gave him.
Yeah, that looked rough.
And by the way, it has also been reported that come Friday, we will see the newest member of Solo / The Rock's bloodline appear. That would be Jacob Fatu.
Yep,
That's true.
All right.
He is another brother. I forget.
No, he is the son of the Tonga Kid.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
Also at the same time,
Legitimately,
kids.
the bloodline's insane.
Also at the same time, kids. A little bit of a long story short. When you do chair shots, you don't bring it down on top of their head. That's how you.
That was that.
No, I know, but like it's you have to.
Way.
There's a right way to do it. And
Well, this was not a held chair shot. This was Jimmy backed.
He wasn't in the court. Yeah.
And they put the chair over his face, and then Umaga did a running hip attack.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, it's
Umaga. Umaga Solo.
Ooh, ouch.
So there are ways to work things, and that's what I was getting.
Yeah. How do you work a chair shot?
The chair shot. I remember seeing in the '90s all the chair shots. The guy would put their hand on top of the head right before the hit.
Yeah, but if you didn't get your hand up, there wasn't a whole lot of cushion, and it could actually crush vertebrae. So they had to advance it to where they'd have to. It'd be a sweeping shot, to be a glance off the blow.
Okay.
So again, no, I know what you're talking about, JB. When you're working with metal chairs, they're actual metal chairs.
Yeah, and ladders, metal ladders.
Yeah. So no, this is not a surprise. But back to the draft.
Okay, so if I'm looking at this and I am SmackDown, I have the first pick, I'm picking Jey Uso.
Really?
Yes. Because story-wise, Jimmy and Jay are better together, and then you get to bring this, because now you've got this bloodline story where Jimmy and Jay have to come back together, and then Roman comes back and then has to bring this back together. It only makes sense for main event Jey Uso to be on SmackDown to protect his brother, and you will see matches with Jay and Tama, Jay and Jacob. You'll then get some tag team matches, and I have seen Jacob Fatu work, and Jacob Fatu, prepare to have a new favorite. Prepare to have a new favorite Samoan wrestler.
The other thing is, a year from now, when the conclusion of the current bloodline happens, it will be on SmackDown. SmackDown is The Rock show. The Rock, as we all likely suspect, will be the leader of the new bloodline.
Correct. Oh, he already is. He's pulling.
He's a secret.
Strings.
Yeah, he's the final boss. Go ahead, Ego,
Sure.
and then I go ahead, dude.
Oh, sorry, go on. My general question is: you can't call up NXT superstars to WWE during this draft.
You
yes,
can,
you can.
yes.
Man,
Because
NXT.
Because right in that picture there, you have Carmelo Hayes.
Yep.
I don't even think he's in here. I'm not. So I mean, there's what there are things I just want to see where they would go. I don't know what pick you pick him, but I know that Sheamus just got called up. So I'm like, do you even?
Sheamus is right there.
I see him on there. I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Sheamus is going to be on whatever brand the Intercontinental Championship is on. That's the one title he has not claimed.
Okay, so is that WWE right now instead of SmackDown?
Raw. That's Raw.
Dang. Okay.
Wherever Sheamus is, Drew McIntyre is going to be.
Correct.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so I guess that lets me know where he's gonna go. Honestly, I don't even know if he's in here, but I would have, and I know he's NXT champion. I would have loved to see Trick Williams get called up.
That's not going to happen.
I know.
Now.
He's probably gonna be there for a while. I know he's not ready. It's just that's what I like to see. Those are like the two that I want to see.
But the guy he defeated is coming up. Ilya Dragunov.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, those are the two that I want. I mean, I think that I don't know if you think LA Knight is enough to hold down SmackDown 2, or if you want to put him on Raw, but
LA Knight, in this again, if I have the pen, he begins a feud with Logan Paul to culminate at SummerSlam.
That's cool. Okay. You know, those are the three that I had them being interested, not necessarily where they went, but in a draft order, but who they wind up going to SmackDown versus Raw. Those are like my two that I was interested in.
So when we come to where the championships live, the IC
as
belt,
of right now, all championships are set.
Yes.
They're not moving.
Okay, so I'm just trying to remember. IC's on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Heavyweight championship, U.S. champion on SmackDown because it's equivalent.
Right.
Cody's on SmackDown.
Undisputed championship. What is it called now?
It is just called the WWE champion.
And the heavyweight championship with Damian Priest is on
Raw. Correct.
Okay.
So easy way to differentiate. If the title has the word world in it, it's on Raw. If it is just the WWE and then the championship, it's on SmackDown.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna be quite honest. That's kind of one reason that. Okay, so hold on. Actually, let's get back to who. Devil, who do you think is going to be the first draft picked on Friday? Who would you pick?
SmackDown gets the first.
Yep,
SmackDown gets first.
And the belts are already set.
Correct.
Yes.
I'm just looking at the group here. This is actually not a good grouping.
No, it's not. Actually not.
No, it's really. I mean, Bloodline obviously would be on SmackDown, but I don't know.
Correct.
You could just take the Bloodline first.
Okay.
You could just take the
entire
Bloodline.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they would. I think they'd take the Bloodline first, but it would just be right now Roman, Solo, and
Jimmy
Aku's kid.
And Tama Tonga.
Jimmy's out. I think
Oh,
Jimmy's
that's
out.
right. Right. Okay. But he's just going to remain on SmackDown.
Right. He'll probably play this. I say injured ankle, but angle. If he's actually injured, which I think is why partially they did the attack. If he's out for a few months, Jay's going to come to SmackDown at some point to fight the Bloodline, and then down the road we're going to have a reunion of the Usos.
Correct.
So
Absolutely.
I think the most logical pick would be the Bloodline.
Okay. Now,
Ego
if you're
Group
Raw,
sucks. Jesus.
now if you're Raw, who do you pick first?
It's the same group for Raw.
Yeah, this is the available draft. Now, remember there was also
there's
Oh,
more
hey,
people.
all right, cool.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All
That is Monday's draft pool.
Mm-hmm.
Fridays is down below, and then you've also got NXT superstars available.
This
So
almost isn't even
Looking
fair.
here.
so
looking
back
here.
to Friday. No.
Friday.
Back to Friday, because both brands are gonna pick.
Okay.
So
Well, I
if
think,
you're Raw,
like I say, I think Bloodline goes first. If you're Raw, out of this people, I take Randy.
okay.
That was my choice.
I mean, Randy's a solid. Randy's in his 40s. He's on the way out. He's going to be building talent.
Okay.
Well, he's also going to be on, in my opinion, his last John Cena kind of like swan song.
Yeah.
He unfortunately with his back, he can't do it for much longer, but I think they'll give him one last title run. It'll be short, but it'll be something for the nostalgia for him to retire on. And
The only other person from this group. Well, wait, Seth. Seth.
I thought Seth was he. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, Seth is injured.
Yeah, but he's still draft eligible.
He's draft eligible, but he's injured. That makes it a massive thing. And the same thing with Roman Reigns, speculative.
Do they draft and stash? Like they draft them, they're hurt, and then weeks or months later you bring them out? Oh, they've done that? Okay, well then that makes sense.
Yeah, they do, but they also draft individually. It's one pick, one person.
Now just remember, just because you don't get picked in this, whatever brand you are on, going into the draft, you stay there.
There's also trades. They had after draft trades.
Correct.
But of this group, who I would think would be picked by Raw, Randy, Seth, or Sheamus.
Okay.
Fair.
I would say if it was me, Chad Gable.
Oh.
Okay.
Because Chad Gable already has a built-in feud with Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship, and he has already basically turned his back on the Alpha Academy. So that gives you leeway to send all three of those down to NXT, where they have been appearing more and more recently.
I'm liking Kurt Angle, the Next Generation, a lot.
Oh yes! Now, just imagine him with the Creed brothers.
I don't know them as much.
Oh, they're good.
I've seen a little bit.
Okay, I saw Julius from being on from a sitting position, place a guy into a vertical suplex spot, get to his knees, and then stand up while still holding the guy in vertical suplex.
That's cool.
Now their finishing move needs work, but whatever. All right, so let's go to Brad again. Now you are SmackDown. Who is your next pick?
Hold up real quick.
Oh,
Ego, did you actually pick
sorry.
your first round?
I mean, my first pick that I could see was just Sheamus. If someone's picking the Bloodline, I'm gonna go with Sheamus. That's the only person I can kind of think of because I just want to see where he goes. And you've seen the Intercontinentals on WWE
Raw.
or
Okay.
Raw. I'm sorry. Then I'd do Sheamus.
All right. Yeah. No. So, Duke, what do you think? Following that, what's your next
For
one?
Raw or SmackDown?
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
I didn't even know some of these faces. Good lord.
Yeah.
Maybe AJ.
Okay.
AJ Styles. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he,
I'll tell you what, AJ looks like he's gotten himself in some fucking good shape.
I mean,
He
he's
looks
there.
really
Yeah, he really did.
I mean, he is there still. So that would just be like just to lock him in, keep him on.
I mean, he's also, let's be real. AJ is like 45 years old.
Mhm.
He is.
He's at the end of his career. And he's still doing solid work.
Yep.
I mean, he and LA Knight put up some good matches.
True story.
Well, AJ hasn't had a massive injury, right? Like when he hasn't had something in the neighborhood of what?
Not for a while.
Not that-
Well, no, because the Bloodline took him out for 9 months.
Well, what happened? Like what kind of
Knees.
surgery?
Knee.
Okay, well, knees are a massive issue. But then again, Stone Cold Steve Austin, he wrestled for a lot of years with them knee braces. So I think that's actually a solid pick.
Yeah, but AJ's way more of an airless than Stone Cold. Stone Cold changed his style to a hardcore brawler.
True. I mean, it doesn't mean that AJ can't change his style.
Yeah, but I think at this point it's tougher to buy it.
His skill set,
which is why I kind of feel like he's on his way out. Like he's got maybe 2 years left in him.
He's got maybe one serious championship run left in him for this round. He might step away and go do one final year in TNA, which is kind of where he got his start from, and then come back for one more year to close it out.
I mean, if you're going to lean that direction, dude, I'm going to go with the fact that like maybe one last title run, and because his family, like going, it was such a huge deal that he's going to close it out. I would lean more towards that. I don't think he seems like the kind of person like going, I've done my thing. I did what I needed to do. Finally at WrestleMania, my family's more important. I'm going to go be a family man. And fans will applaud that as he exits, like going, they'll remember that. So
yeah, he's going to go off and play video games.
Well, that's not how I'd put it, but go off into this. It used to be go off into the sunset. Now it's like go off and sit on your couch and mow the grass.
Now, I will say the one thing here. There is a face on this that should not be here. And that is Braun. That is Braun Breaker. Because they made it a point. They spent TV time having him come out with Nick Aldis to sign a SmackDown contract. If you're going to devote TV time, which could have been used to which could have been added to a match or a promo or something, Braun Breaker should be locked in no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my thought on that.
I mean, I would agree with you, dude. Like going, he's probably locked in.
So if I was SmackDown, my next pick, Andrade.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Because I want to break up this LWO Legado del Fantasma bullshit. I am over it. I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, somebody put Rey Mysterio out of his misery, please. Dear God in heaven.
Did we?
Oh,
We
just
had
for the record,
we had the LWO in the 90s, for God's sakes.
I know, and it's over. It's done. It is a fucking joke.
I'm. You know what? I'm gonna go on record right fucking now, and I'm gonna make this actually where we're big. I never liked Rey Mysterio. He sucks.
How dare you? Jade
Oh,
Cargill and Rey Mysterio blasphemy will not stand.
oh,
Why do you
wow.
not like Rey?
Oh no! Do you know the actual talk behind the scenes is that Rey Mysterio
That's
was
the
so?
problem. I'm not talking about behind the scenes.
I don't
talking
give
about
a shit what
in
you're
ring.
talking about.
That's
He was
not
what we
fair.
live for.
That's not fair.
He was
That's
so-
not.
No,
That is
no,
not
no, no.
fair. That is so
he was-
Mean Girls right now. You're
he
like,
was
Ray
so-
can't sit
no.
with us, is what you're telling me. On
Dude,
Wednesdays,
you
me
can
and
see
Ray
it
don't wear
in
pink.
his wrestling now. Rey Mysterio is still so in love with his persona that he doesn't know how to fucking lose. You know that, right? They had to force him to lose.
All I'm saying is, if someone had to force me to lose,
No, it's a show,
and
dude.
I won later. If you have to force me to lose, but then I still wind up winning.
Wait.
I still beat my son.
Hold on. At Money in the Bank, you think
Mhm.
that Kane should have lost when he cashed in on Rey
Does
Mysterio?
not matter.
It does
Doesn't
matter
matter.
because dude
It
is
doesn't.
a fucking midget in a bathrobe.
It
Are you
doesn't.
shitting me with this crap? Like going, I
Ryan,
would
Ryan,
Look
how
at the
tall
chat.
are you? Hold on,
Look at
wait,
the
hold
chat.
on, Ryan, how tall are you, sir?
6'4".
Okay, that's what it is. That's that shit right there. When you're sober 6 feet, you can talk shit like that, okay? Anyone under 5'9", Rey Mysterio is an avatar. All I'm saying is,
so
for
what
short
you're saying
kings
is-
everywhere.
So wait,
What?
you're saying
So I'm 5'10", so I'm allowed to talk shit.
I said 5'9" below.
He's
I'm saying
okay.
anyone
I'm
over
5'9".
5'9".
Okay.
I am
I'm a-
5'9"?
You go Duke. You go either way. I will
So-
leave you
so
free
wait,
to make your
you-
interpretation.
You're saying that Rey Mysterio is the Spud Webb of the WWE.
Shit, the
Finally,
Muggsy
someone
Bogues
with
at
some
this point.
sense. Finally,
Muggsy
someone with
Bogues
some
at-
sense.
The Muggsy Bogues at this point.
No. He got invited to the slam dunk contest, and everyone's mad he can dunk. That's all I'm saying. Okay, he's put enough time, and if someone has to force me to lose, but I still keep winning, you're gonna let me keep winning. You're not gonna release me from my
It's
contract.
entertainment. It's not
I don't
Muggsy
care.
Bogues. It's not a
That's
slam
even
dunk.
that makes it even better. It's
professional
pre-scripted,
wrestling.
and I'm
Wait,
like,
But
no,
but
I'm
it's
not
covered
gonna
on
lose.
ESPN. It has to be legitimate sport.
Wait.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Exactly.
So you're saying that Rey Mysterio's ego, and he has a stick so far up his ass that he's like going, well, I can't lose because the kids will be disappointed. Fuck the kids.
All I'm saying is, if you said that,
Didn't
and they're
Hogan
like,
say
well, I
that?
mean, I guess the kids are
No,
important.
no,
You win
no.
anyway.
No, this
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
JB's
saying.
saying timeout.
Time
Well,
out. I just want to point out the irony here.
What?
That Ego wants to talk about Rey Mysterio's in-ring work and his great body
Yes.
of work in the ring,
Yes.
but yet will deny the shortcomings of in-ring work that Jade Cargill
Uh-oh.
has.
Because she doesn't have any.
Oh.
Okay. There are zero.
I'm-
Okay. She.
Oh wow! He ducked himself.
So, okay. May I, Ryan?
Look,
May I?
look.
May I? Ryan, may I?
Dude, you go nuts.
Right.
Go nuts.
May I? Okay.
Yeah.
Ego.
Yes.
I'm gonna break this
I'm not
down
here.
for you, Rick. Ego. I'm gonna break this down for you. All right.
Go ahead.
From the WrestleMania match to the Monday after WrestleMania and the following SmackDown,
How many moves?
Jade Cargill was involved in 3 matches, had a total in-ring time of 6 minutes total. And
Okay.
guess how many bumps she took?
How many pins did she make?
How many bumps
And how
did
many
she
of them
take?
ended in 3?
Hold on.
How many bumps did she take?
Enough to make the pins.
She took 1 in 3
Oh,
matches.
sorry.
One bump in 3 matches. Now, this is the truth here. If you're not taking bumps, you can't sell. If you can't sell, you can't tell a story in the ring. If you can't tell a story in the ring, you can't carry a match. If you can't carry a match, You're not a professional wrestler.
You're telling me she's the Terminator.
I'm telling
No.
you,
She's Goldberg.
I'm telling you, she's Goldberg.
I like Goldberg. Okay.
Here, wait. Let's do
no,
it right now.
You like Goldberg.
From now on, I don't care. You know what? Put her in black. Have her stand in the middle of sparks flying and have her do this shit.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
then start throwing elbows and just spear
already is.
bitches.
We
And take over
need,
Goldberg's spot.
we need
Queen of the 5-minute
security
match.
people walking
you.
Jade Cargill up. We need people knocking
you.
on her door.
Thank you.
She comes
Thank you.
out. Now we're not doing the full Goldberg. I
Nope.
think with her look, we got to
That's
go
fair.
a little Aurora Monroe. We got to go a little Storm from the X-Men. So we have some weather
Thank
effects
you.
going on. And then she just comes in as a force of nature. Joker, it worked in the 90s.
This is the
I
tag team
like
match I've
Storm
been
from
waiting
X-Men,
for.
so
This is
no,
the tag team
Jade
match of
Cargill
my
is
life.
not Storm
My
from
man right
X-Men.
here.
She's
Right
actually
here.
an
You couldn't have said it
intelligent
better.
and actually
Couldn't have said it
interesting character.
Thank you.
Jade
She
Cargill,
can
Jade Cargill
cosplay Storm
bumps
just
like
fine.
a fucking rock,
I like.
Though she doesn't
Double D is
bump.
going
Rock.
with this.
but a fucking rock.
She
Covered with
doesn't
dead
bump.
body.
Okay, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. They're gonna put the women's tag team championship on Bianca Belair and Jade. Okay,
That's true.
so great.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
great. So you're gonna put a belt on someone who has done 6 moves and 6 minutes of ring time for
Yes.
and great.
Well,
Great. And well, so hold on. Now, I hope if that is the case, that they do what they've been doing with the women's tag team championship, which is nothing. Give it no push whatsoever.
Oh.
Let it die.
How
Let it
dare-
die on the vine. Let it die on the vine because it will be a detriment to. It'll be a detriment to an actual professional wrestler, Bianca, and then they get mad. They have a falling out, and then B beats the ever living shit out of her and sends her back to AEW where she belongs.
No, that's
How
okay.
dare
All right.
you.
counterpoint.
It's your
Counterpoint.
Okay, hold.
Counterpoint.
Go ahead, Brad.
I agree that Bianca and Jade will become the women's champions. And that shows the level of confidence that Paul Levesque has in allowing Bianca Belair to hold
Bianca
2
Belair.
belts.
Basically, yes.
As opposed, because basically it's going to be like,
Double D,
you have to
betrayed
carry
me.
this team. You have to carry the team. You have a
Because she
great
sucks.
You have a great Barbie doll. You have this great action figure, but you can't move her. She doesn't have the kung fu grip. Okay, she doesn't have all the moves when all of her action figures to have. So, Bianca, I promise you, you will get your due. That's what Triple H is saying. This is a promise down the road. Because
Now, real quick.
Okay.
We're not saying that Jade does not have the opportunity to become better, because again, Goldberg became better, and that's when they let him wrestle The Rock. No, it is.
Jade Cargill.
Hold on. Who was the first person that Goldberg wrestled in WWE? It was The Rock. And
Yeah,
it was
you're next.
it's yes, and it is widely stated. They said you have to go to retraining because, quite frankly, we can't let you into the WWE in this state, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with people relearning things or becoming better. I have no hate for Jade. I think she has an incredible persona. She needs to.
I think she's
the look is great.
She needs to be better. We need to let Ego go.
I'm just saying, you know who was else a tag team championship before she went on to be the women's championship? Nia Jax. That's all I'm saying. There's a precedent for this kind of thing happens. It's not going to be. It won't. Say what you will. Say what you will.
Nia Jax,
Nia
Jax was a singles champion before she was a tag team champion.
Okay, just put your fling down, flip it in reverse, like Missy Elliott said. All I'm saying is they're going to do the old Harlem Heat. Bianca winds up betraying my girlfriend Jade Cargill. Okay.
Oh,
And
God,
Does your
dude.
wife know this
What?
Okay, hold on.
about you and Jade?
Jade the
I wanna ask
Destroyer.
this-
Yes.
Okay.
I want to ask this
Just wanna be sure.
really quick.
I didn't know you were in this open relationship. That's fine.
Hold on,
So-
David, go ahead.
She
Hold
doesn't
Go
know about it yet. But as soon as I
Okay.
get unblocked on all the socials, like I'm in there.
That's cute. So
JV, go ahead.
she made her debut at the Rumble, number 28. Hadn't seen her because she was supposed to be at the Performance Center training to get WWE ready. What has she learned? Because she hasn't learned how to take a bump. She hasn't learned how to tell a story in a ring. She definitely hasn't learned how to cut a promo. Dear God, Maxine Dupree does better in-ring moves than Jade Cargill does now.
That's not my fault that you called me
You're-
up
you're
before
right.
I was ready.
You're right.
I'm here, and you can't stash
right.
me. My presence is through the roof.
That's
So
what I'm saying.
Monday night's available draft pool.
Okay.
God, Jesus Christ, this simping.
we've
is
spent
out of
more on Jade than she's been in the ring.
Anything else?
Again, that
Yes.
is not my fault. Y'all want to keep talking about her, okay? It's all I'm saying. Not my fault. Just like Paul Bass, not my fault. She's
No
here,
hate
okay?
for her. No
But
hate
she's
for her.
here.
Just she needs to
It's
improve.
not that. It's
Look,
just she's
ego.
here.
You want to see her butthole? Fine, it's not a problem.
I
It's all
mean-
good. I'm sure she has an OnlyFans. Find it.
I mean,
Look, she's
y'all
a
can
look.
slide me the
Jade,
link.
she
That's
has a
it.
fantastic look. She has a fantastic. She has
The presentation is
physically.
on point.
She has everything you need. The problem is the skills to make a pro wrestler. We don't see it just yet.
It's not lost.
No.
It's not lost on me. I know she's a McFarlane action figure. Looks great, very well articulated. They just the joints don't move.
Maybe
and
she's
they don't
even a
do the
Liefeld.
actions
Have
they're
you seen her
supposed
feet? She could be Liefeld.
to.
Okay, so if we are Raw on
Okay.
Monday, Brad, your first pick.
Oh,
Holy shitballs!
Yeah, there's
What
a
have
lot
we
of them.
got here? Oh
Your
God.
first pick.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to go with people I recognize.
Chris Jericho. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. All right. Well, first off, you could pick the Judgment Day. Well, wait, they're already going to be there because Damian Priest is there. All right. So
Wait.
if I were to go just with one individual, Drew or Kevin Owens.
Okay. Oh, Kevin Owens, nice pick. Good pick there. That's a good pick.
Because also Sammy's still there.
Correct. Now, if it is me, as I said at the top of this whole thing, I'm grabbing the entire faction. I'm grabbing damage control because in one move, I have made a huge boost in my women's roster. In one move.
I'm actually going to second that because, quite frankly, the SmackDown women's roster is terrible. It needs
No.
Sorry.
Raw women's roster.
Raw.
Yeah, Raw. Thank you. That's reverse it. Yeah, the Raw women's roster is not good. It needs to be so much better.
Oh, and there she is. That's who I would pick next too. I'm just saying. Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton. Bring her to the 3-hour show. That girl has got it all. That girl's got it all.
But you want her to be a Paul Heyman girl.
Uh-huh. Well,
She can't be both. You can't have it all, but then be a Paul
well,
Heyman girl.
Well, Paul Heyman's a manager.
He is.
Yeah, but he's going to be following the bloodline.
And we don't know that. We
don't know that.
Wow.
They're gonna keep him on the bloodline
because
it's going to be a drama.
Because if The Rock is pulling the strings, and he's the final boss, what does he need Paul Heyman, who is sympathetic to Roman?
What's my prediction is at some point Solo is going to take out Paul.
And I want to. This is what I see, because I see Paul building his own stable of superstar talent, megastar talent. So I would love to see Tiffany Stratton as the first modern era Paul Heyman gal, and Braun Breaker. That would be badass. I'm just saying.
All right.
We don't have any other managers besides Paul.
No, we don't.
We have valets.
We have valets. And look, again, I'm actually in agreement with JV. We have ladies. Like there are ladies all over the place. You know what SmackDown is missing? Ladies.
No, they have ladies down there. Right now, that's the problem with Raw and SmackDown, is SmackDown has all the female talent.
Fuck. I hate the draft. It's so sick.
Charlotte's not in here.
Charlotte is also injured.
Yeah, she's in inactive reserve.
She'll show up wherever Andrade is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
okay, so,
shit. Oh, I just saw something else.
All right, so quite frankly,
who the hell is this new Breezango group here?
Who? Where?
I don't know. That's right above Carlito and next to Xavier. Who are these guys?
Who
They remind me of Breezango.
Oh, these two
next
here?
to Shinzei.
That is pretty deadly. They are a comedic tag team.
It's Breezango.
Basically.
Okay.
And right there, right down front and center, you got the LWL. Break that thing apart. Just break that apart.
Wow. Anti-Hispanic much, dude? Jesus.
No.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, man, you said build a wall.
Build a wall.
I said relocate. That's fine.
JV, why do you hate Rey Mysterio so much?
because it's time for him to hang up the mask. It's time.
He's got ice on speed dial.
He's got stem cells on speed dial. He flies down to Tijuana and gets them. And then comes back and he's like, ready for the weekend.
That's dumb. And let's see.
No, it's actually not. Yes, sir.
And actually, right up at the top of that image there, you got Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Well, you send them down to NXT. You've got the Final Estimate. They are pretty much in NXT now. Tegan Knox, why is she even here? Natty is basically NXT. She's basically just
a trainer.
Yeah, trainer/talent down there. Now now. Let's see. What else do I see?
They could reform the way in Raw or SmackDown. We already got Candice and Indy going bad.
Okay, now, now this right here, this top right under the Creed brothers and Ivy, you've got Imperium here. You got Giovanni Vinci, Ludwig Kaiser, and Gunther. Well, on the Monday, you basically broke up the team of you basically broke up the team of Giovanni and Kaiser. Giovanni, when he was in NXT, kind of played like a pretty boy Italian, like the fancy suits, the big watches, the stylish sunglasses. You've got someone in NXT who you could bring up and would fit perfectly in Tony D'Angelo. You make a new tag team with those two, because Raw is also very low on tag teams. And there's Shinsuke. He's just a jobber now, so he just collects a check and clicks a pin.
This split tag teams it's too much. They don't have enough tag teams to support.
That's what. However, I will say, the brand new WWE tag team title belts are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. They look like
beautiful.
Belts are fine. They look nice. They look classic.
Yes.
They have the
Nice looking belts.
they have the look of like the late 80s or early 90s tag team belts. That big medallion.
Yeah.
The ones where they did the copper and the dime ones, they looked like weird Roman centurions. I never understood.
Yes.
it.
They were weird Spartans, like back to back, right? It was weird.
Yeah.
Those were lame.
Yeah, they were called the copper belts or something like that.
Yeah, they were copper. Then they changed them to like pewter or whatever.
It's weird. It's like the Olympics. They went from copper to silver to gold now.
Now, however,
It's also kind of weird that we're going back to the late 80s, early 90s. Just saying.
Renaissance, I guess.
It's almost like someone is respecting history.
Paul Levesque is also old school too, but
yeah, he is.
But he's smart. But he's smart enough to stay in touch with current trends.
He is. Hold on, and I actually found the video, so let me actually share this. To where the presentation
Of those belts.
Yes. Well, no, after the fact.
I'm here with.
Oh, those belts are ugly. Those belts.
Wait,
I know.
Those,
I don't like the red.
Kidding.
the red. It's the red.
those are okay. Those are the world tag team champions.
I
Those
know.
are-
I'm kidding.
Those look like
Unfair.
a medium. Those look like you're wearing. Those look like you're wearing a medium cheese pizza around your waist.
I'm just very confused why Tommaso Ciampa was giving out all the belts. It's very weird.
Fair point.
Wow.
Fair point.
Wow. That's funny. Yeah, but I do believe that after the backlash, we will be getting new WWE men's and women's champions, and it's gonna be a homage to the Winged Eagle belts.
Okay with that.
It should be.
Well, because
Like the Stone Cold one?
No, I'm not quite sure which Winged Eagle they're gonna go with. I just know that the men's and women's world championships are an homage to Big Gold. That was the former WCW and WA belt. And then you've got the world tag team champions, and then you're gonna get the WWE men's and women's champions, which again, I think the Winged Eagle is a good look. Is it going to be the big round one or the actual winged, the medallion? Who knows? Both are gonna look a lot better than the Walmart toy aisle belts they have right now.
Can I real quick play this for my buddy, LeftEyeEgo?
With the draft coming up, I'm keeping my eyes on all brands. That's including NXT. And I'm particularly interested in this Trick Williams versus the Mad Dragon match for the NXT Championship. And if I had to place my bid,
I'm gonna place my bet. She said she has her focus on the draft, including NXT.
Yeah, because she wants to see Trick Williams.
That's not happening.
Make his way.
Because,
you know what? I don't care.
Okay,
you know what?
Hold on. Ego.
What?
I'm actually going to defend you here.
Okay,
Jade is not leaving. Jade is not leaving the main roster because they did the exact same segment that they did with Braun Breaker. They took valuable TV time to bring her out to the ring to sign a SmackDown contract. Jade is not leaving SmackDown.
Okay.
Oh, right. Jesus Christ. Y'all need to learn how to take a joke.
Fuck. He's just poking the bear. That's just
he is. I was about to turn to Nick. I was about to, it's going to be,
I'll be right back.
It's going to be an issue. I was going to be Nick Fury and put an eye patch on the other side, but like, I don't see shit. Okay.
BB's got to go change his pants because he defended you over a joke. You all right, man? Are you sure?
I was like,
dude, she's hot. Look, I get she's hot. I wouldn't let her be my ex-wife because, quite frankly, she has more money than me, and she'd make
you gotta get her to marry you. Then you take her for half her worth. Okay, come on, King, stand up.
Depends on which state you're in.
Ooh, yeah, I'm in Colorado. I'm in Colorado. Are you shitting me? That's California light. She's going to take me for my money.
Marry her in Florida or Texas.
I lived in Florida.
See, but the Performance Center is in Florida.
Yeah.
God damn it,
there. See, I'm not saying I know how to do this. I'm just saying if I would do this, I know what the rules should be to do this.
He says I'm not.
I just so you know, I know nothing about Florida law at all.
See, I watched the murder documentaries. A lot of things happens in Florida for a reason. Okay.
I just, I've only had a license here for 26 years. I don't know how law works in Florida.
If I have to marry Jay,
I never prosecuted criminals for 7 years in the state of Florida, so I don't know how crime works here.
How's it supposed to, what are the rules, real quick? I just need what is the cliff notes of the rules of the divorce? How it's supposed to work in Florida? Then
stay the fuck out of family law. That's my cliff notes.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Okay, all right. So I have to get her pregnant and then have one of my kids. Then I have to do it that way. Okay,
or just be like me, be in a relationship for 14 to 15 years and not be married.
I mean, I guess it's just one sounds so much easier than the other.
Yeah. Hold on, dude. Once you have a kid, you're screwed. Like you're screwed.
No, if it's Jade Cargill, she's on the road. I'm just like, hey, you really want?
You know what though? Given Jay's performance, I think she could perform pregnant. And we have a lot of.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, a pregnant suplex would be awesome.
Did you not see Into the Spider-Verse? Pregnant Spider-Woman. I'm just saying.
Y'all,
pregnant would be awesome. I'm saying once she has a baby and she
him in Uganda.
Exactly. I'm like, babe, you go get your championship. You do that. Then I'm like, hey, look, Judge, she's out here 300 days out of the year.
I guarantee you some of Koyo's fellow warriors were pregnant when they were fighting the not Hispanic looking people coming in from the water over a border into Wakanda.
Fair point.
Not at all.
Precedent has been
Wakanda
set.
forever. Oh, sorry. This one. Sorry.
This one.
And look, Namor did not.
Well, look,
sorry,
I'm so confused. The BLM, like on Wakanda forever, like on which one we do?
Namor's back was not damp when he entered.
No, it's
Wakanda. Namor's back was not damp when he entered the landlocked nation of Wakanda through water.
Namor, Wakanda forever.
And he was never part of the LWO, to my knowledge.
He didn't have to be separated. He just went up there.
This is
And just like Rey Mysterio, he refused to lose.
So, what do you guys really think about GB? Seriously.
Namor refused a job.
Hey, buddy.
That I'm awesome.
All right, we gotta. Wow. This got
It's
so
got
off
turned.
topic.
Things got out of hand when you left. Things got way out of hand.
That's fine.
That's a go. Namor's joining the LWO. It's gonna be great.
And
God.
Namor's Wakanda forever.
Oh man.
God. So I know. So I last Friday via social media, I saw the thing that Tiffany posted with her caption. So it's an image of her standing on the ropes and the title in the foreground, and the caption, "It's not a prediction, it's a spoiler alert." Now, as we know, there's nothing with the WWE as far as on TV, even in their social media, that is not already approved. Everything is approved. Everything is planned. It's all part of the show. There's only one other person who uses that phrase, and that's Paul Heyman, which leads me to believe that Paul Heyman is going to move away from the current solo Tama Jacob part of the bloodline, and go back to being an agent, go back to being an advocate for the likes of a Braun, and especially Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton, pencil her in right now, Money in the Bank to win. Pencil that in right now. Because Money in the Bank, and don't have her cash in that night. Don't have her cash in the next month. Wait a while to like SummerSlam, which would be like in 2 months or something, because then you have Tiffany, who her persona is a arrogant socialite brat who is big on pink. She's a Barbie doll. They call her the buff Barbie for a reason, and have her do what Damian Priest did to his Money in the Bank briefcase when he changed it to when he changed it to Judgment Day colors. Have it be pink, sparkly, bedazzled. It would fit perfectly with her gimmick as a character, and she would cash in and become the new champion.
But which championship?
Be right back.
Does she take Bailey's or does she take Becky's?
It's going to all. Well, you mean Liv's? So it's gonna be wherever she is drafted to. So if she gets drafted to Raw, she will take Liv's, which, and if she stays on SmackDown, she's gonna take Big.
Okay, so then I think she's going to stay on SmackDown, because if Liv takes the belt, like she probably should have to begin with, you're going to need a baby face, and Tiffany's going to be playing a heel, and Bailey's in baby mode right now. So she's going to have to take out the baby face, being Bailey.
Okay, I understand your logic there, and the only other reason that I don't see Tiffany going to Raw is what happens when Rhea comes back. She is taking back her belt.
Easily.
She's taking back her belt. And let's be honest. Rhea's run, yes, it was 380 days. How many times did she defend her championship and you actually thought that her championship was in jeopardy.
At risk.
About as
Maybe
much as
twice.
Romans.
Maybe twice. Exactly. Maybe twice against the most recent one against Lynch, and maybe Nia. Other than that, she squashed the entire Raw women's division.
The problem is we don't have credible women wrestlers right now.
On Raw.
Yes.
We don't.
No.
Now, let's say you had Damage Control on Raw. You've got Io, credible. Asuka, credible. Dakota,
yes,
credible. Kairi Sane, credible. All four of them.
And who can go? They can all go.
Rhea never had a real challenge to her reign. Now, at least when Liv, where Liv was a transitional champion from Ronda back to Ronda, she had a defense against Shayna Baszler, who at that time was a legitimate threat. So Liv actually did have a challenge. So it actually elevated her a bit. This title run was to get Rhea over with the crowd. But yeah,
I'm just looking at the list of women on the Raw roster.
So wait, you think that if they have it the way you want it, are you suggesting that when Rhea comes back, you want her to run the gauntlet of Damage Control to get her back, or what?
I want her to face challenges.
Okay.
I want the stories to be. I want to go into a match and have doubt.
Okay.
I'm not seeing it on this roster though. That's the problem.
Okay, so again, after the draft, which everything is locked in on Monday, now the 6th. So the Monday after the premium live event, the rosters are set. God, that moonsault is just beautiful. That is a beautiful.
It was a beautiful. I've been watching that. I've watched it at least 10 times. It's beautiful the way she set it up.
Well, she calls it the prettiest moonsault ever.
I can't fight that. It is pretty.
Now this comes from where, because before she decided she wanted to be a professional wrestler, she was on the United States national gymnastics team.
Okay.
And
sorry.
And her first, and just so you know, just how fast her star has risen. She was in the recruit class August 30th, 2021 is when she started her training. Less than 3 years ago.
Not bad at all.
She is amazing. And easy on the eyes. I'm just saying. Ludwig Kaiser, you are a lucky man.
Yeah, I'm just reading. I'm reading her bio now.
We're talking about my Jade Cargill simping. We haven't once checked you for your tiffies.
Hey, mine has talent.
Oh.
Whoa.
How dare you? How dare you? She has talent. Y'all don't see it, okay? Y'all just don't see it.
No one has either.
Oh no, I see the talent she has.
Exactly.
It's marble skin, and quite frankly, she has nice boobs.
Yes,
it's
getting there. It
doesn't negate the fact that she runs the ring.
All I'm saying is you
I'm
can't
just
call
saying-
someone a superhero, throw cape on them, and then forget to ask if they can fly. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm
Right
saying.
now,
she wrestles
right
like
now-
she drives a shopping cart. Like, what are you talking about?
Jade Cargill. Jade Jade Cargill right now is all icing, no cake.
I like icing, and I like cake.
Well, there was no cake. There was just the
I
icing.
like icing too.
I mean, like, what are we Western with this cake for? There's plenty of icing right here. And I like to bake, so I mean, I see no problems.
No
at
one is
all.
denying that she has the look of a professional wrestler.
Yes.
Problem is, does she have the skills to pull it off? Because I think I said this the other week I was on. I think the audiences are much more smart to actual wrestling skill compared to, and I'm going to go back to like old Vince McMahon style, where it's just like, here's a big body, just throw it out there and let it do what it does. Because that's what Vince was all about. Vince was all about the giant dudes. That's why I didn't like Shawn Michaels to begin with.
Or Brett.
I remember that. I remember.
So Vince always imagined not just like Superman. He imagined like uber Superman, like 7 foot tall Superman, as opposed to real Superman. So they had to be not just like superheroes, they have beyond life. And then you have people who are legit wrestlers who have legit skills, who perform at a level better than the cartoon characters they put on the show. That's what I think the audiences want to see more now, which I think is where Jade Cargill may end up lacking, where she may have the great look and everyone's like, God, she looks great, but I just don't get it now. Because we're not, no one wants to see Goldberg anymore.
No,
we're done with that.
Really?
Well, hold on. Let me slightly push back a little bit. I don't think she is as bad as Goldberg. I don't.
It's an analogy.
It is an analogy, and it's one that, quite frankly, I leaned into heavily during this discussion. She has the ability to become better. Now, look, and again, Goldberg became better. You know, he became better. You know, through his stint in WWE. Did he become incredible? No, he didn't. But she is a lot younger than he was in his stint with WWE. So she has the ability to adapt agility, and she has the ability to learn how to successfully perform moves, because it's a ballet. It's not. And Mr. JB, what would you like to say?
I would like to say that your current crop of talent in the women's division, as we said last week, the current NXT champion Roxanne Perez is 22 years old. The former women's world champion Rhea Ripley is 26. Tiffany Stratton, who will be a champion by WrestleMania 41, is 24. Jade Cargill is 31. She has a much shorter shelf life and thus a much shorter learning curve. She has a lot of bad habits. So she's never going to be the one to be in a match that goes 15, 17, 18, 20 minutes long. This is her ceiling. Her ceiling is 5-minute squash matches or a tag team specialist. This is her ceiling as far as the WWE goes. Because again, Paul Levesque is going to go with what he knows, and he knows his kids that are homegrown, that have been through his training program, and ultimately, that's who's going to get the push.
And he's going to trust the guy running NXT.
The only eyes that should be watching Jade Cargill now are in Orlando and named and they belong to Shawn Michaels. When Shawn Michaels thinks she is ready to perform in the ring, then you bring her on. As I said, this big signing, this big to do was a middle finger to Tony Khan.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, at the same
Makes
time,
sense.
though, if anyone can actually put some charisma and some agility into Jade, I think Shawn
The
Michaels can
Heartbreak
do
Kid?
it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, he was doing it into his
Right.
50s.
Yeah.
And when he did it, and he was like Mr. WrestleMania, he was a
Yes.
fucking mess.
Yeah.
Think about what he was doing with his lifestyle in the 90s.
Who he was doing, who he was doing,
Yeah.
and who she was doing at the same time.
And then obviously he cleaned his life up and came back, and he's like, he's still amazing.
Yeah.
And he continued to do it, because he understands the craft. And I don't think he has the mind of Triple H. I think Triple H has a much better overall view. I think he sees the forest through the trees. But I think Shawn Michaels understands what talent is and how to cultivate it. And that's why I think it's very important for him to be at NXT.
And how to make it pop, by the way, because again, Shawn Michaels was very pop during the Attitude Era. I hate to cut this short, guys. It's been a long day, family reasons, but anyway, so if we can go around the horn, we're going to start with Mr. Duke Devil. What you got going on, man?
Well, thank you very much for letting me come in tonight and a late notice. Always like talking wrestling.
I screwed up last time. I thought I added you to group. I'm going to do it now.
I did that already.
Yeah, I'm already in there. Yeah, I'm already in there.
Hey, JB.
My name is Brad Burnett. My channel is Duke Devil 95. I talk a lot and do videos about shows that were once wonderful and now become fucking awful. So go watch me and hate myself as I watch Discovery. Get ready for some terrible Star Wars. Every week I show up on Static 2020 show, the pregame, on Thursday nights at 8:30 Eastern Time. I will also sometimes show up on Saturday nights watching Stargate SG1 on the Fraction Filter. And when I have a bachelor night on Mondays, I will go talk politics on Static 2020's Bloodbath at 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Wow.
Appreciate it, man. And of course, Jade Cargill forever.
Simp.
About time. Thank you. Anyway, no, guys, it's LeftEyeEgo.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait because it's probably going to happen to me too. When Ryan puts Ego's face on Jade Cargill's body, I'm just saying.
I mean, perfectly balanced as all things should be. That's all I'm saying. It happened. Not gonna fight it. Not gonna fight it. Not gonna fight it.
Oh
That's
my God, we got a spike in viewers over that comment. What
not
the
gonna fight
fuck?
it. But guys, I mainly deal with action figures, comics, sometimes some philosophy, but really love horror movies as well. I just dropped a video review of Abigail, which is a fun vampire killer type movie, not the horror that you would think. That's already up as of today, and my wife and I are going to be live not this Sunday, but the following Sunday for our Ordinary Gains live stream on Sundays at 5 p.m. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday at 5 p.m. But yeah, thank you guys for having me. And as long as Jade's on the roster, there will be no slander.
Oh yeah, there will be.
And speaking of no slander, nobody cares about my channel. They care about the man who gets to say goodbye. That would be Tiffy's world. We just live in it. Mr. Joker Voice, what's up, buddy?
Yes. So we got one simp down below and one simp right up here. No problem with that. At least, like I said, at least mine has talent. So you can catch me. That's right. I said it. Did I stutter? That did. You heard me just fine.
Not that time.
So you can. Thank you. So you can catch me tomorrow with Roman of the Empire. We will be talking heavy metal bands from the year 2000 to present. Friday, I will be dropping a video talking about the Wolverine and Deadpool trailer that everyone seems to be going gaga over. We'll see. Okay. We'll see what my thoughts are on it. But you can also check out my video from this morning talking about Miss Tiffy Time, who says the same thing that I do when she ends a match and I end a show, and that is Toodles.
This is also JV's favorite person.
If you smile, the line is kicked. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Miami, Florida, weighing 275 pounds, the People's Champion, The Rock.